different. So if we get down here, right here is where the diaphragm was. So here's the first big pipe off the aorta. What do we call that one? Alphabet again. Celiac. Up here, there's the one that goes to the stomach. That is?
Left gastrus.
Here's the one that goes to the liver. And what's left goes to the spleen. Okay, here's a superior mesenteric. As we come off, here's the one that's funky. This is a renal artery, not very big. So this is an adrenal lumbar vein, and there's a pink one right there, an elite adrenal lumbar artery. So there's a great big adrenal lumbar vein and artery. Look what happens to the vena cava here, right there. It splits. There's two vena cava instead of one. So it goes down. Here's the inferior mesenteric. Here's a spermatic coming off one side. The other side is right, it kind of got buried. There's an inferior mesenteric. Then the two vena cava, after splitting here to opposite sides, they come back together. They reunite briefly and split into the common iliac veins. Crazy. So there's where you get things that happen that are kind of strange once in a while, which is why I think it's fun to look at real specimens once in a while. Look at how well that blue latex got into the kidney. Isn't that pretty? Looks cool. All right, so here's the two red tubes that come off the almost perpendicular to each other, iliolumbars. So here is a external iliac. There's an external iliac, internal, and actually I have a caudal you can see on this one. Way down deep in that little hole, there's a little pink vessel that's going straight down. It goes underneath the anus and out to the tail. Cut through the abdominal body wall into the thigh. There's deep femoral artery, not real big, deep femoral vein, femoral artery, femoral vein. So very similar anatomy. Here's one of those little tubes that carries the sperm up from the testes on one side. This is his bladder, so there's one on each side. Take the bladder, move it out of the way. There's one of that's called a vas deferens, carries the sperm from the right side, carries the sperm from the left side. And that little tube goes to the kidneys. That's the ureter. That's the tube for urine to go and store it in the bladder. Wow. So they're not joined. These little tubes that carry reproductive secretions are not the same ones that carry urinary secretions until you find the common passageway out of the body. Yeah, up here, I wouldn't ask about arteries up here because they got destroyed. You do